the God of 1159 that is always on time. God of 1159 is a metaphorical phrase often used to depict God as one who intervenes just in time, right at the moment of urgency, at the brink of despair, or when hope seems lost. The phrase plays on the imagery of a clock ticking down to midnight, with 1159 representing the last possible moment before a critical change. Here's how it can be explored as a concept and spiritual idea: the symbolism of 1159. In Christian thought, God often appears in stories at the 11th hour to show divine timing, reminding believers of his omnipotence, faithfulness, and perfect control over all situations. The 1159 moment symbolizes the edge of breakthrough, where all human effort seems exhausted and intervention from above becomes unmistakably evident. Biblical examples of 1159 moments: Abraham and Isaac on Mount Moriah, Genesis 22. Abraham was called by God to sacrifice his beloved son Isaac. Obediently, Abraham led his son to Mount Moriah, built an altar, and prepared for the offering. The 1159 moment. As Abraham lifted the knife, an angel of the Lord stopped him. God provided a ram caught in a thicket as a substitute offering, the ram in the bush. God tests faith but does not abandon his promises. The 1159 moment here symbolizes God's provision just when all seemed lost. The Exodus from Egypt. Exodus 14. When the Israelites fled Egypt, Pharaoh's army pursued, trapping them at the Red Sea. The 1159 moment. As the army drew near, God parted the Red Sea through Moses, allowing the Israelites to escape on dry ground. Once the Egyptians followed the sea, returned, defeating them. God makes a way when there seems to be none, highlighting deliverance and rescue at the last moment. The message of trust and patience. The God of 1159 challenges believers to have faith even when all seems hopeless. His interventions can come at the final hour to remind us of his sovereign power. It illustrates that God's timing often tests patience, but is ultimately perfect, transforming impossible situations into testimonies of his might. Living with 1159 faith believers are encouraged to trust in God, knowing that while he may not move according to their expectations, his actions will always come at the right time. This faith calls for resilience, hope, and an understanding that even when life feels most desperate, divine breakthrough can be just a moment away.